Hi, welcome back to the Star Trek Frontiers playthrough. We're beginning round 2 and we're going to choose our tactics. So remember, these 2 tactics are unavailable. They were used last time. Actually, I've just noticed I've got 2 non-basic colours in the core here, so I need to re-roll. 3 red. Excellent. Right, let's choose our tactic for this round. I'm going to take planning. At the end of each turn, if I have at least 2 non-damaged cards in your hand before I draw as if your hand limit is 1 higher. And then for dummy, a 6. Okay, these 2 now go back in. We can use them next time. I get to go first. I do have a good bunch of attack, not much in the way of movement. I wonder if we could take out this Romulan starbase. I think it's too far away now. I mean, the good thing about these is they give you an extra +1 hand size when you're near them, and then for every additional one you get an extra card. So maxing these, taking as many of these as possible is a good idea. Not so much in the first reconnaissance when it's all about exploring, but I think what we'll try and do is take out this guy. We haven't got much movement, so let's take out this, get some fame. That will level us up. 3 is enough, and then we'll try and explore eastwards. Now, there's no point moving here and exploring, because if we move here, because we're moving adjacent to one of these Romulan warbirds, then it's going to interrupt our turn and force us to attack. So, I could move this way and explore, but then I've missed the opportunity of taking this guy out. So let's just take this guy out. We've got first turn, so I'm happy with the way we are, and I only need a couple of cards because he's got defense of 5. I can use engage for its long range attack 3, and Danatra's long range attack 2. So let's activate her and grab some red data from the core. Incidentally, some people have been questioning the theme here. How does Denatra have a long range attack too? The idea of these extra crew members is that they provide skills that allow you to operate your ship, and they bring technologies and skills with them. So, the fact that we now have this extra crew member, her inherent skill, like the medical officer and her skills, skills up our ship. All right, that's the point. That's the point of it. You kind of got to assume that they're bringing technology and knowledge with them. That's increasing our capabilities. All right, so that's how this thematically works. I mean, I'm happy with that. It's up to you to decide whether that works for you. Likewise, information that we've gleaned from the data core will help us, use our technology. So that's the idea. Yeah, it's a little looser than Mage Knight, but if you like the theme, stick with it, because the game mechanics are worth it anyway. Right, that gives us long range attack 5. That's enough to take down this warbird. And that gives us fame 3. Or experience 3. 1, 2, 3, and +1 reputation. And I think we'll happily end our turn there. That's all we need, really. Okay, let's level up. So I get 1 skill. Now remember, this time I've also got access to this one that's in the common pool. If I take this one, I can only take this advanced action. If I take one of my own, then I can take any one of these 3. But this one allows me to reduce the diplomacy cost of a crew member. I don't think that's going to help me right now. Let's take that one out of the picture. This one's useful. A data crystal and a red data token. And I really like this one. This is flee. It allows you to move for adjacent space for free, or 2 away for 2 move. It's tempting. I really like the flexibility of having these. This is the thing, because they can use them in all sorts of ways. I think we're going to take this one. And let's just move these down here. And I think I like the idea of flexibility, so I'm going to take flexibility. Move 2, diplomacy 2, attack 2 with shields 2. or you can boost them up to 4. Okay. Now let's draw 4 cards. At the end of each turn, if you have at least 2 non-damaged cards in your hand before you draw as if your hand is 1 higher. So I'm going to draw 2 cards for planning. And we grab one of these damage cards. Alright, never mind. Dummy. 1, 2, 3. It's a blue. We've got 1 blue. I do want to move across now and explore, and I didn't get the movement I wanted. I could use 2 cards sideways. I could use flexibility. I could take this purple die and roll it and hope for a blue or a white. So 1 in 3. Let's do that. It's another purple, so it goes back and I don't get to use it. That's bad news. The thing about these, if you take the purple and don't use it because you rolled something you can't use, you have to put it back with the face that you rolled showing upwards. Okay, if you roll purple again, it goes back and you can't use it. So that's my die taken for the turn. I think we're going to use our ability. We're going to use our skill. It's not great, but I don't want to waste my cards. I mean, this is the thing. There's always lots of different ways to do things here in this game, and you've got to decide what you want to do. And that's one of the things about if you play co-op and you suffer that alpha problem, you know, one player dictating everything, there's never an optimal move in Mage Knight. Only in Mage Knight, in Frontiers, only retrospectively can you figure out what the optimal move might have been. So let's flip that one. We get a red token. Now that's kind of a waste because I can't use it, but synthesized data says when you play this, also pay 1 red, blue or gold and gain a crystal and add it to your inventory. So basically I'm turning that from a token into a crystal. And then I'm going to use flexibility for move 4. And with that I'm going to move and explore. Move and explore. Now I could explore this way or this way. I can still explore this way because this tile is adjacent to 2 tiles. Or I can explore this way because, well, this is adjacent to 2 tiles and the tile I'm exploring is adjacent to 2 tiles. So I'm still quite flexible on options. I'm going to go this way. You have to say which way you're going before you flip. Here we have a star. This one is, remember this is a move 4, you can't end your turn here, these are unsafe spots, you can move through them. I've got a warbird over here, so we reveal face up. There's a dry dock here and a blue research station here. And then something new, this is a Class M planet. I guess this is the equivalent of a monastery in Mage Knight. So what we're going to do here is you can train your crew, it's free to go and visit, there's no enemies here. And that's really going to help us. I think this is a brilliant planet for first reconnaissance because of that training ability and there's no enemies here. It's going to be hard for us to get to through the central star, but we can go around the outside through this dry dock. You can decimate a Class M planet. You'll lose reputation if you do, but you do get an undiscovered card as your reward. If you recall in Mage Knight, that would be the equivalent of an artifact. There aren't 2 sets, you know, there were spells and artifacts in Mage. Now we've just got these undiscovereds. So you just get one of these, which is nice. But the other thing you do for a Class M planet, because you can train, you'll be training via advanced actions. So you draw the top card from the advanced actions deck, and this goes into the unit offer. And every time we begin a new round, we'll recycle this, and we'll put a new one in, a new skill to learn. I'm not sure I have the cards I want. I could repair this damage from my ship. Notice there's 2 types of kind of healing, if you like. There's repair 2, removing cards from your hand, which is the equivalent of what healing wounds was in Mage Knight. Well, there's heal 2, and this is when you remove these wound tokens from your crew and from your captain. Okay. We'll talk about those perhaps when we venture into other types of planets. For now, I think we're just going to move on and draw a couple more cards. So hand size is still 5, but I've got my planning. So draw 2 cards. And we'll do dummy. 1, 2, 3. It's a red one. Okay, let's see, what can we do now? I really like to move across here. That would be 2-4 movement. Remember, you only need to be adjacent to planets. You don't actually go on the thing. The ship stays in orbit, your crew beam down. Okay, so another difference with a Mage Knight, with a monastery, you had to go and move into it. For us, we just need to be adjacent. It's always adjacent. The exception here is the dry dock, so you have to, if you want to use the dry dock, you actually have to dock there, so move into the square, into the hex. What do we pick up? We got full speed ahead, which is move 2. We could power it up with the gold, but we don't have any. Insight allows me to use an additional data die from the core. Research allows me to gain a gold. So let's take that purple and take our chances with that first. It's a blue. Let's just play research. I'm going to power it with this blue. Play another card with it. Get the stronger effect for free. But we get +2. So that's going to give us move 6. And with my move 6, I'm going to go, well, I could go 2-4. No, but I'm going to go 2-4 explore. I can explore here. And we get tile number 6. Okay. Another warbird. A dry duck, nebulae. Black holes, remember you can't move into them. And then we have a class L planet. And this is a place we can beam down to. I really want to show you that next time. I mustn't forget to take my 2 thing, isn't it? 1, 2, I've explored twice. I think what we'll do then is, I don't want to move back here now. Let's push forward if we can. Let's take him out first. If we can, that is, because he's got resistance to normal phases. Our normal phases will only do half damage, so I need 3. I've got like this card here, for example, Battle Station. See, attack 2 is only going to be attack 1 against him. Attack 4 only attack 2. I could do some training here at a cost of 6 diplomacy. I've got 3, I'd need 3 more to buy this. I could ready her and then, yeah, that doesn't help. No diplomacy here. Let's end my turn and see if I can't draw some more cards up. Alright, let's do that. Gold. 1, 2, 3 for dummy. That's a purple, nothing there. Okay, 2 more cards for my hand. This was a once per round, wasn't it? This is a once per turn, so I could use it and then flip it again. What did I draw? Diplomacy 2, Diplomacy 5, and a Pulse Torpedo attack. Nice. Okay, let's grab that action then. Let's do that. Let's do our interaction. We've got Diplomacy 5, I need 1 more. Diplomacy 2, 3, 4, 5. I could use a red mana here. Or just a card sideways. No, maybe I'll save this card. Let me save this card. I don't mind losing that 1 spot. That's enough to buy Unconventional Tactics as our action. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know I'm going slowly here. But never mind. Then he's going to call end around before I know it. Oh, and it's yellow. This might have just worked against us big time. I might have to be clever about my movement here. I might have to generate some movement, perhaps explore, then move here, which will trigger an attack against him. That'll end my turn, and then next time we can go on this away mission. I don't have to explore, I could explore on my next turn. Let's see. I got a movement 2 because of this new card. I power it with blue data. I can take this white one, and white can be turned to any one of the 3 basics, so gold, red or blue. And that's going to give me move 4, and it will add 2 to my first attack of any type, or plus 4 to my first shields of any type, whichever I choose to play first. So with my first 2 movement I'm going to explore here. That should be tile 7. There's a large star here, and a warbird. And here we have a class K planet. This class L planet was the equivalent of a monster deck, and then this one is the equivalent of a dungeon, or was a dungeon in Mage Knight. So again, these 2 we can go on away missions to. So actually, maybe I'll avoid this one and come around here. This one's going to give me crystals, whereas this one's going to give me undiscovered cards as its reward. So maybe I'll change tack and head this way. I must remember to take my 1 experience for exploring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. Yeah, if I take these 2 out, I could actually level up again. I've got 2 movement left. I need 3 to get in here. I might just stay where I am and provoke this guy. Gives me the 4 fame. I've got my pulse torpedoes, so they can do pulse torpedo attack 2, or boosted up can do 4, but I've already used my die from the core. But they also do 5 attack on me, so I need 5 shields. So there's always lots of ways of doing things. But what I'm going to do is use battle stations to give me shields 2, that's shields 4. Now, unlike in Mage Knight where you've got to fully block an attack, our shields are different, right? They've done a 5 attack and we've blocked 4 of it. That's 1 attack left. Okay, so it's a little simpler, I guess, in Frontiers. In fact, I don't even need that second shield. Let's just use shields 2, which takes his attack down from 5 to 3. And with my defense of 3, that'll reduce it to 0. So I'm only going to take 1 piece of damage. Okay, now I can do pulse torpedo attack 2 and a regular attack 2. So pulse torpedo attacks are fully effective. He's only got resistance against normal attacks. So my attack 2 is only worth attack 1. So that's 2 plus 1, that's 3. That's all I needed to take him out. That's 4 experience for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 1 rep. Okay, which gives me a plus 1 diplomacy bonus now. This guy is destroyed. I'll end my turn. It's a white one. This one gets refreshed. I don't get my planning bonus this time because I don't have more than at least 2 non-damage. So I've only got a hand limit of a hand size of 5 still. There's Picard. Oh, and another damage. Right, I really need to do some repair or heal. Maybe I'll need to use my medical officer, which I didn't want to do just yet. Oh, of course I should be back here, shouldn't I? Yep. Back to dummy. 1, 2. He's going to call end of round next time, so I've got at most 2 more turns here. But with Picard coming out and his diplomacy 4, red data in the core, I think, plus this, plus 2 during away missions, that's diplomacy 6. I think I'm ready to send an away team down to this planet.